go.
All right, all right, all
Get
right.
it.
We're back. We're back.
Let's get it.
So everybody, in the spirit of trying to get to know these fellas a little bit better.
Getting
Yes,
close.
salute, scuba, salute. I
Getting
uh,
close.
I thought it'd be a good idea to come up with a question that maybe touches on us growing up and could maybe give you some insight into personality. I'll start myself, and the question was going to be, what name your top three cartoons obviously it's a personal opinion, but growing up, what were your top three if you had to pick them? For me, it would be Tom and Jerry. No particular order, just my top three all time would be Tom
That's
and
a
Jerry
good one. That's a good
because
one.
that used to make me laugh, man. I'm telling you, like I would just be on the floor whenever one of them got to beat the other one. I don't know why, if that's masochism or whatever. I would just crack up because it seemed like they were always chasing each other but couldn't quite ever get to hit each other, and then there'd be these few moments every episode where one of them got the better of the other one, and it just had me on the floor. So Tom and Jerry's one. The next one was Thundercats, just because when it came out, man,
Wow,
that was my
Thundercats.
shit.
Wow.
That was
Yeah,
boss.
Dude, that was a good one, man. That was the jam, bro. I
that
had
was the jam.
mad Thundercats stuff.
Now I look back at it, I'm like, I was a nerd, yo, but at the time, that was the best thing ever. And the third one was a tough one because I'm in between a cartoon called Inspector Gadget.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah,
Holy
Inspector
cow,
Gadget
Inspector
was boss.
Gadget.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was boss.
And then the ones that just had the superheroes on Sundays with I forget the name, but it was like the chick was fire and she would throw these lasers and it had that sound. I don't know. There was like the Iceman.
That's pretty good, man.
League jump, the Justice
It was like
League.
was it the Justice League? She was the fire chick with the lasers coming out of her hand, and then there was the ice dude.
Yeah, Iceman.
Yeah,
Right.
I think Aquaman may have been in there too.
Yo,
yeah.
E, did you ever see a cartoon that was like with WWF wrestlers?
Yeah, I did see a cartoon.
I think so. That
Like I
sounds
remember
familiar.
cats like Captain Lou Albano being in it, and like these are all the like old school like
wrestlers, right?
Yeah, before
they were
wrestling was like, I mean, not that it wasn't huge then, but before it
was
became
WWF though.
Yeah, but it was called the WWF, and
Yeah.
it would have Captain Lou Albano, and it would have like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Hulk Hogan, of course. How can you have a WWF without Hulk Hogan? Andre the Giant.
Right.
I mean, I remember seeing that on Saturdays, but yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Those are good, Joe. Those are good.
Yeah, man.
D, that's I mean, E, that's a pretty good man. That makes me kind of re up my list a little because I forget about like Inspector Gadgets. Like that was a really good cartoon.
Go Gadget.
And it was so goofy. Like I remember it being so goofy, like corny goofy that it was great because it was so corny goofy. You know what I mean? Like this guy, it was almost like if you've ever seen the TV show that was called America's Greatest Hero, I think it was what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the same premise, except for it was with a human being.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the Believe It or Not?
Yeah.
I'm walking out. Yeah, I remember that song. He was all red and he had a cape.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goofy. I remember
But he was like as goofy as that dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was kind of like the Inspector Gadget of superheroes, you know?
Hey, by the way, in Inspector Gadget, did they ever show the villain's face? Because they always showed his hand petting the cat.
Yeah, they never.
I don't think they ever showed it. What does that guy look like? Man, this is you just messed me up, E.
He had the cat, yo. He always had the cat. Who wants to go next?
I've got I've got my few. I've got probably one that might be, I don't know, when you bring that up, like this one comes to mind. Like it wasn't necessarily my favorite show, like per se, I guess, but I think I watched it mainly because it came on before G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Oh wow!
I want to say,
damn it, I missed that one.
I want to say it came on before G.I. Joe. Now I really liked G.I. Joe. It wasn't my favorite though, but I did like watching it for sure. So when we're talking favorites, like the funny part is I think because it like came on before G.I. Joe, I would always catch kind of the tail end of it, but then at a certain point, I think I remember kind of like watching it, like getting getting it on the television to watch it from the beginning. This is gonna sound extremely goofy, and I don't want to use the word gay necessarily because it's not the way I necessarily want to. I think you can like something like this and not be gay, and that doesn't mean that you're gay. But Gem and the Holograms. Did you ever see a show called Gem and the
Yeah, I remember
Holograms?
that. I never watched it. Yeah,
I think the reason, and when I think about like why would I really like it? One, I as a kid, I always kind of thought Gem was pretty hot. Even though she was a cartoon character, I always kind of thought she was hot.
I do remember that joint though. Gem and Holograms.
But I have like musical genes, so like it was a show based around them being a band, right? And dude, oh man, that makes me want to push them to maybe 4 and then drop the Beatles in there because the Beatles had a cartoon show.
Oh, they did have. I remember that one. I remember the cartoon.
So like now that I'm thinking about it, like the Beatles had a cartoon show that I remember I loved. I watched that show every Saturday. It would come on Saturday mornings, and I would watch it. And I loved the Beatles. I already knew like, you know, and I mean, this is at a pretty young age. So like I knew like when the Beatles were on, I was probably like 5 or 6, somewhere around there. And I already knew songs of theirs at that point. And I loved the show. Like, so I don't know. That's because they were both musical.
Right.
And the musical bones that I have in my body, thanks to my father for, you know, being in a band and playing music and all that. I definitely, those are kind of, I think, the reasons why I gravitated towards those kind of shows.
So you're down to 1, right? Are you considering?
Well, no, I'm gonna say that's 4 and 3. So you say 3, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw.
Okay. All right.
I might have to push Gem off to the 4th.
Okay.
And put the Beatles at 3rd for sure.
Yep.
Because there's no way the Beatles are getting beat by Gem and the Holograms. I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen in any. You know, that would be like me telling you the Stones are better, the Rolling Stones are better than the Beatles.
I thought you were gonna say Care Bears.
Nah, no Care Bears.
Hey, the sad thing is I know exactly what that is because I
know exactly what it is.
And I'd be like this and like, okay,
trust me. I mean, I watch plenty of episodes of Care Bears, dude, but I was not like, this is the best show ever. I wasn't like locked in on it. You know what I mean? Like it was just, it was a cartoon.
Wait, the Care Bears, what was the shtick with like the purpose? Was it like each bear had a different power?
They had a different feeling. They had a different feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then at the end, they'd all get together with their feelings, and they would shout out, "Care Bears, care!"
Right. And then what would happen? They would
come out there.
I don't know. They come out like I don't know. It would come out their chest like I don't know if it was like. If you could relate that to like the Ghostbusters crossing the streams when they go to beat the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. They kind of like all come together, right? Like
I see.
Maybe that's where Ghostbusters got that from. Who knows? Maybe I just broke a secret. Sorry.
Okay, so Care Bears was number 2 for you.
No, Care Bears was not number 2. You son of a bitch! Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby? Don't you put that on me?
All right.
Yeah. So I would say Beatles would be 3rd.
Yep.
I'm almost thinking Transformers number 2.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
Transformers, man, I love Transformers. Like I love Transformers. I had every Transformer.
Optimus Prime.
I even had the ghetto version of Transformers. Which does anybody know what they were called?
Voltron.
No, Voltron was good. I love Voltron too.
Yeah, Voltron was
we're talking about Transformers. OD, come on, stay on topic.
It's a robot.
Wait, you said there was a What was the question?
I'm sorry, they are robots, but we're talking about transforming from one thing to another.
I don't know.
There was what we refer to as the ghetto version or the cheaper version of Transformers. Does anybody know?
No. Autobots. I don't know.
Nope, that is a Transformer. Autobots and Decepticons are both Transformers.
What is it?
GoBots.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever hear GoBots? They were like kind of the like rip-off.
They have a cartoon though. Did they have a cartoon?
They did. I don't think GoBots had a cartoon. I could be
Yeah, we
wrong.
talking about cartoons, man.
He throwing a curveball.
Man, you play the zone, man. Get in your zone,
wait a minute.
dog.
Sorry. Wait a minute. I'm starting to think toys and shit.
Yeah, toys. Make it out of here.
Sorry, man. Oh yeah. So Transformers is number 2.
That's really good. Okay.
All right.
Number fucking 1 right here all day right here. You guys ready? I
Yeah,
don't think you're ready.
I'm ready.
I'm drinking.
I'm ready.
I tell you sit too because that sounds good.
I'm ready.
Hey, we're gonna have honorable mentions because y'all motherfuckers made me think of some other ones.
Yeah,
too.
me
All
too.
right.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely. I'm had like 6 of them.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-Man.
He-Man,
Oh, I did watch that.
He-Man was
Dude,
bomb.
I realized that may question your manhood a little bit nowadays, but I used to watch
Nowadays,
He-Man.
because there's a lot of sexual or gay innuendos that are in that
He-Man was
show, but of course I'm 6 or 7, and so I'm not picking up on those kind of things.
It was cool.
I absolutely love that show. Absolutely.
He had the scaredy cat, right? That would
Yeah,
turn into
dude, I had all those. Dude, I had Castle Grayskull. I had what was it? Oh my gosh, what was the cat's name? I had both versions of Battle Cat was his name when he was tough, and then he was something else when
Remember
Shiver? Was it Shiver?
Shiver, yeah. Oh, they had Orko too, right?
Orko. I loved Orko, the little ghost looking dude.
Yeah.
I had Man at Arms, Manny Faces, Many Faces, Man-y Faces, Many Faces.
Didn't they have the toy like his face would rotate so he would?
Yeah, you'd rotate and his face would change.
Yeah.
I had the Cyclops dude. He had different hands, I think. Man at Arms, I said. I think I even had She-Ra as like a part of that. And she wasn't my favorite, but I had her as part of the collection of He-Man figures that I had.
Okay.
What was the other guy? Skeletor. I had Skeletor.
Yeah.
Right.
Skeletor had some other bad dudes.
Yeah.
But yeah, those. I mean,
okay, but which
my
one?
favorite possession of all that was Castle Grayskull.
Hey, they had the trapdoors, right? Where they were, they had the jaw too. Yeah. So okay, this is.
I also
sidebar.
had the other guy's one, the bad guy's place.
Sidebar, because we're coming back to school for his number 1. But if you had to pick between, if you had to pick between He-Man and Thundercats.
Man, that's tough,
dude. And Thundercats, Thundercats was I had a bunch of that stuff.
That was my shit. Yeah, Thundercats was my shit. I probably had to go with Thundercats, yo.
Can you name the Thundercats? I think there's 5, right?
I can't right now.
You got Chitara, right?
Chitara.
I can't remember.
Chitara.
You got Lionel, the main dude.
Lionel. His name was Lionel.
And
then what was his name?
You had the bald diesel dude with the tank. I forget what his name was, but anyway.
Thundercats.
Yeah. All I remember is Thundercats. Ho!
Yeah.
Ho!
It was like it was like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, but with a Thundercat.
Right.
I mean, that was Thundercats. Ho! And Hacksaw Jim Duggan used to be like, ho! He like cross-eyed hillbilly with a 2x4 on his fucking shoulder.
So Scoop, to recap, you went
so I was saying the Beatles for number 3.
You went Gem and the Holograms.
That was 4, dude. You said top 3.
Okay.
My
Quit trying
Pony.
to throw Gem in there. Now Gem.
Pony.
So
Yeah,
Beatles.
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony and glowworms.
Why do you know that?
Because I had a glowworm, bitch. I had to learn how to sleep in the dark. With a fucking glowworm.
Okay, wait. So
they got Beatles.
Yep.
The Beatles, and then was Transformers.
Oh, you said G.I. Joe?
No, I had G.I. Joes, and I love G.I. Joes, but it wasn't like the same love that I had for Transformers and He-Man.
Okay, Beatles, Transformers, and He-Man.
Yeah, He-Man was, and those two were really tough to like really figure out. But the one thing that I didn't have in Transformers that I would say that I had in He-Man was coloring books. I mean, I had He-Man coloring books with crayons. Then I also had watercoloring books.
Right.
Oh,
Like, remember watercoloring
those were
books?
huge, yo, back in the day.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like straight up 80s as fuck shit.
Yeah.
This is 80s AF, bro.
Yeah.
80s AF. Like
See it.
water. Like you show a kid today what a watercolor book is. It would be like, dude, you just put water on it, it colors itself. It paints itself.
You know, a big
You don't
demographic.
even gotta paint shit. You just put water on it.
Yeah, you would just go crazy. And fucking, but a big demographic who's watching this is gonna be like, know exactly what we're talking about, and then the rest are gonna be like,
yeah.
Look at these old guys.
Right.
Well, I don't know. Fucking 80s were the fucking.
We're gonna have to do an episode
80s
on
were
like
the
just
fucking
80s isms, if you can call it that, and then 90s, and we'll break down the 2000s. But not to forget you. Let's go. We still got your
absolutely.
cartoons.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a
Man.
tangent.
Hey, you can't reuse any of these either.
No, I'm not. But my all-time favorite, and hands down, would be the Bugs Bunnies.
Oh,
Fucking dude, you can't beat Looney Tunes, dude.
Looney Tunes.
Why Looney Tunes? Holy cow, man!
Favorite, though. Like,
why am I not giving any props to Looney Tunes? Because dude, so many good.
Hey, you sneak that one in, yo. Damn it.
That's a good one. Is that your 3 though? Is that your 3?
That's my. I mean, Bugs was my top. So I got to put Looney Tunes in with Bugs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so wait, are we saying that's number 1?
That's
so you're
number
giving
1.
us.
That's number 1.
Man, this is fucking bullshit. You need to start with 3 first, then go to 2, then 1.
Hey,
that keeps all the suspense.
I didn't do any order.
Dude,
I just said top 3.
Hey,
I'm going.
First of all, this is fucking. We're doing this for other people, so you got to keep people tuned in, bro. If you give them,
I can just say
give
Bugs and then drop the mic.
One
I can
first.
say Looney Tunes and drop the mic, and that's
dude.
I was just saying,
Looney Tunes, drop the mic, and everybody turns off. Nobody clicks subscribe.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say within Looney Tunes, you got the Coyote, Riley.
Yep.
You got the
Riley,
dude.
You got fucking big Quadhorn. You got Quadhorn Leghorn, dude.
Yes. Classic.
Hey,
Chicken Hawk.
What's to do with the Martian?
Marvin the Martian.
Marvin.
That's it. You could drop the mic with all of them.
Chicken Hawk.
Chicken Hawk.
The whole thing with Looney Tunes, that joint be on for like 3 hours though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a 3 hour. You get up at like 8 and you watch that joint till like 11.
Yeah.
What about Yosemite Sam? I mean, these are all guys that were, and the funny part is you think like there's like and this probably goes back to other previous episodes or discussions where we've talked about cancel culture, where they try to eliminate Looney Tunes because Yosemite Sam said something is fucking that's racist, but dude,
but he running around shooting people,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like
they're worried about somebody being racist. He's just randomly shooting people.
Hey, was Speedy Gonzalez part of Looney Tunes or separate?
I think he Speedy,
and that's racist. Jeez, I mean, you can't have a guy. You can't have a mouse that runs around super fast and he's Speedy Gonzalez. He's Mexican. Underlay. Yeah. Dude, these were just. This wasn't. I think about those things and.
But see, why was that okay back then, and we could deal with it, and now
because
you can't
it was comedy. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? Funny. Like nobody ever.
Where again, previous conversation, I said comedians can get away with that stuff. When you do comedy, you can get away with doing things like that, except for today.
Kids, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't.
But kids don't think like that, man.
We didn't look into it as we
weren't
look
deep
at
into
it as this like Tom and Jerry, like the maid. Nobody ever seen her, but they heard her.
Oh yeah,
she was ghetto as hell.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like nobody ever paid no attention to that joint.
Yeah. I would have never thought about that.
Hey,
you even mentioned
I love
that,
the maid, yo. I love the maid for she was dope as hell to me. Right. She always looked after him. She was always trying to get him milk and shit, yo. That was they give him cheese.
But we never. I mean, I think as a society, we never paid no attention to it because we wasn't as sensitive as we are now.
Well, nobody was making any money off of it other than Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like
now, you know what I'm saying?
Well, between sensitivity and somebody needing to call it out to make their dollar, you know what I mean? I mean
that's interesting to me. Like why we've talked about other things changing over time and because as a society or culture we've become all super sensitive or maybe we're looking to take advantage of like any little in, like, oh, you know what? He's making fun of Mexicans and he's saying that all Mexicans run fast and they say andale.
Exactly.
So,
Like, who the fuck really thinks that?
so
Who the
maybe
fuck really thinks that?
but when I watched it when I was a kid, I never
Right.
thought that. I was
No,
just like,
it
to
was
me, I was like,
funny.
yo, that's funny.
It was
yo.
just
He's
what
just
you were
like, he fast
watching,
as
and it
shit,
just
you know
was
what
what
I
it
mean?
was.
Like,
It
he
wasn't
was
like you
fast.
really thought, you
Right.
know, you didn't think anything of
Right.
that.
Right.
So now today you're being taught to like think that way so
Right.
that you can point it out and be like, oh my God, that's this or that's it's gotta be something, you know,
Right.
like no.
Mhm.
You can just make fun of whatever and it is what it is. It
Right.
doesn't
Yeah.
have to be because of somebody's skin color. Who's
Right.
the real fucking racist here? I mean,
Exactly.
really, who's
Exactly.
the real racist? Because
Exactly.
if you need to keep that alive,
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no fucking hope. And the unfortunate part is people just don't
They use it, yeah.
use their brains. I mean,
D, I know you're not leaving us hanging with just the one.
No,
Yo.
so
Yeah.
That
I
was a good
got-
one.
I
I
got
mean-
Looney Tunes, then I got
Hey, let me give you my
Flintstones. I
number
got
one
Flintstones.
first.
I got the Flintstones.
Oh,
I mean, I got the
Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Damn it,
nobody
I
cares
watched,
anymore, D. You already
Hey.
gave away your number one.
I
Hey,
got
I
the
watched the
Flintstones number
Flintstones.
2. Flintstones, that was my joint, number 2.
I used to watch the Flintstones, yo.
And then
And
number
nobody
3.
cares. Number 3, go.
Number 3 is I mean, Scuba actually took my number 3.
Shit.
So now
Gem and the holograms.
The Care Bears, he actually took my number 3.
fucking
And
Gem
then-
and the
and then-
holograms on there.
And then I was always like a fan of the Justice League, but he already said that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm at the I don't know, it's a stretch, but I'm gonna have to slide to like Jetsons or something like that. But
Oh,
Already-
Jetsons.
I already
Jetsons are
took the cake
okay.
with Looney Tunes, so I'm good. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
true.
Looney
You
Tunes
come
I mean,
with
Jetsons was
Jetsons was cool. You know, so
It was
Jetsons was
cool.
all right. That
It was
wasn't
like a
bad.
spinoff, right? Was
It
that a
wasn't-
spinoff of the Flintstones? Just the opposite?
nah, it was
Because
different.
I always thought like the Flintstones are
Elroy.
going way
Fucking
back.
Elroy. That's
and then
that's the
Jetsons
only
are
thing I
going way
really remember.
forward. You know what
I
I'm
think I
saying?
remember that.
Yeah.
I remember Elroy and the robot maid
Yeah.
being the
Yeah.
like two like.
Oh,
And then sometimes the girl.
I take that back. I take that back.
Nah, too late. We all know
Nah,
number one.
nah.
We all know number one is the fucking.
Jetsons, I'm gonna scoot it down to number 4. My number 3 is Scooby Doo.
Oh,
Oh
Scooby.
shit, Scooby Doo.
Getting
Nobody.
zooted.
Yeah.
Always getting zooted.
Hey,
dog.
yeah, Scooby. The Scooby
Yeah.
snacks, yo.
Yeah.
Scooby snacks, bro. We know it
Shaggy
was in that
always
shit.
They
Yo.
always like, fuck it, we gonna chill and get twisted like a bitch.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's
Why do they
funny.
always have sandwiches this big and they be like,
High as a bitch.
Yeah, they would put them up in the air and be like,
Yeah.
like the whole sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
But the whole thing with every show had a mystery like a bitch was funny as hell. And
yeah,
like,
it was funny.
it'd be the
well, and it
dude
always
take the
ended the
mask
same
off.
way. Everybody
Yeah,
always
pull
yanked
it
the
off.
mask off and be like, and you would
Mister,
sit there and be
such and
like, oh shit.
Yeah, they were like, and I would have got away with it if it wasn't.
And I
for
would have
the-
got away with it if it weren't for these meddling kids, you know. And of course, every time you're like, "Oh shit!
Why did we never figure
Why
it
didn't
out?
we fucking
Yeah.
stupid ass? Why didn't I
It's
think
so
it
dumb.
was that guy?"
It was so dumb.
I remember like the monster episodes were always the best. Like where it was like this fucking tree that's like chasing after him. Literally, it's a tree, dude. You're high off your ass. You've been fucking smoking way too much shit or taking too much acid, and you think a tree is chasing you. No, it's not. It's the guy over here. That's the janitor who cleans up the trees or some shit.
Yeah, it was always like the dude you never thought of, and I'm like,
Right.
damn it!
Yeah,
next time
exactly, dude.
next
You
time
were
they're not gonna
always
get,
like,
they're
damn
not
it.
gonna get me next time, and then they got
Damn
me
it.
again.
I'm totally getting the next one.
Yeah,
Totally
so
getting
that's
the
definitely
next
my
one.
3, yo.
That's pretty
those are
good, D.
yeah.
That fucking Scooby Doo was pretty good, man.
Hey, I will say that off of Scooby Doo, when they came out with Scrappy Doo, I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Scrappy
Yeah.
Doo was like he'd come off with like an episode or two that might be like okay.
Yeah.
The rest of the time you're like, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
annoying me, dude.
Yeah,
Go
yeah, yeah.
fucking piss on a carpet. You
Yeah.
know, like get out of here.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here, Scrappy.
Where did the Smurfs rank for y'all?
Dude,
The Smurfs
I
were
consider the
good.
Smurfs. I
The Smurfs
consider
were
the
good.
Smurfs for sure. Like I thought of the Smurfs, but when you're comparing the Smurfs, like it's, that's not the
was out
same.
there, though.
You can't compare Transformers and Smurfs.
No.
You
It's
can't
so
compare He-Man and Smurfs.
it's
Fuck,
so
even
hard.
I'd
Though.
rather watch Gem and the Holograms than watch the fucking Smurfs, dude. Like, and the Smurfs were great, but
They had a few episodes where you were
Your
like,
best
"Oh,
Smurf.
that's really good."
Your
Huh?
best, your favorite Smurf.
Oh, my favorite Smurf.
Mine was Grumpy.
He was always
Grumpy.
pissed off.
Yeah, he always mad.
I
as
like the
shit.
dude who invented stuff. What was his name?
Oh yeah. I like them too, but I can't remember his name though.
Favorite
I like Grumpy.
Smurf. I don't know. I remember always thinking that Smurfette was kind of a bitch. Like
why was she the only? Was she the only female?
she was the only one.
Oh,
Maybe that's
they
why
were
she was
getting
such a
it. They were
bitch.
getting
They
it.
were always trying to hit on her.
Yeah, they were
Like,
she was
God
getting
damn, y'all motherfuckers, leave me alone. I know I'm the only one here. I might have liked the cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
Gargamel cat.
Gargamel's cat.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
I
gonna
might
say,
have liked
yo,
because the
for
cat
extra
was always
points,
kind of
what's
like
the
he
name of
didn't
the
really.
bad guy, yo. You got it.
The cat didn't really say anything,
Right,
but like he always had he'd just be like,
right.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Was
Like
Gargamel supposed to be like a monk? Because he had like a brown,
I
long
think he was like
thing.
a monk.
he was like a monk. He was like a weird Skeletor or something. I don't know. Like he was a Skeletor with skin.
Yeah.
Ooh, I found one. Maybe you guys might know this or might not. I don't know. This was one that was a Saturday morning show. It was called The Littles.
Oh,
the
they
little
were they like
Little-
chipmunks.
They were
almost
little,
looking.
like
They were
like little people.
chipmunk,
They were
rat
rodents.
looking
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
fucking rodents.
Yeah. I saw that. I
Yeah.
remember that. That was.
I
good.
used to really like that show. Now it doesn't come close. It was a cool show.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a top 5.
Right. So it's been so long since I actually watched the cartoon, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know.
How many of these cartoons do you think you could watch today and watch a full episode?
I could watch
probably
all
watch
the
them.
Looney Tunes, yo. I could watch all Looney Tunes.
The Looney Tunes, I'll give you the Looney Tunes is you could probably watch that and totally be down for watching it.
Right.
Like it's totally kind of timeless, classic kind of shit.
I could probably watch Looney Tunes. I could probably watch G.I. Joe.
I've watched some He-Man and been like, well, how the
Transformers.
fuck did I watch this?
I can watch Transformers. Those probably
I could
three
definitely
I could
watch some Transformers.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely Transformers. Love the shit out of some Transformers, man. That's fantastic.
Well, that was pretty good, man. We went that shit took me back. I can't believe I never even thought of Looney Tunes as my 3, but that was pretty good.
Dude, I can't believe that either, man, because Looney Tunes was really one of those, again, being so timeless and classic that they didn't even have to have words in a lot,
Right.
very similar to Tom and Jerry. I mean, they did a little bit of that. They mixed it up where they had some things that were, there was characters and voices, but then there was also some that didn't really do anything.
Right. Right.
Or at least they didn't have to say anything at any time. Sometimes it would just be you could have a scene of Yosemite Sam and he shows up and he might say maybe one word,
Right.
and it'd just be, I don't know,
But
just so good.
But he's like he said, the Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, they never spoke.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
But it was always dude trying to set a trap to catch the beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, why did they put Acme on the map? I thought it was a real company. I was like, yo, I want to buy Acme stuff, yo.
Right.
Like all the stuff
it is an Acme, yo. And I think Pennsylvania they have Acmes.
But do they sell I don't know, it's not like
they sell food. It's like a grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Grocery store. Acme.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust anything that says Acme on it. I'd be worried about an anvil fucking falling out of somewhere onto my head.
If you think about it, though, Acme. Now that I don't know, it just hit me. It's he would order something through Acme, like a catalog, and they would be delivered. It was like Amazon back then.
Right.
Oh yeah,
right.
It would be delivered instantly, right?
Yeah, instantly, yeah.
He would order it, and then it'd be your truck pulls up, delivers it.
And he'd pull out a rocket and he'd just be waiting for it.
Holy shit, that's funny. Oh man, what a great cartoon that was for sure. I
It
mean,
was,
how can you beat Bugs Bunny and all those different great characters?
yeah,
Even like Tasmanian Devil,
yeah.
who never
Yeah.
really said anything. He couldn't even talk. He just be like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Scooby, you want to start it off like you did last time, and then I'll just jump in.
nah, I think that was perfect. Where D says, just like and subscribe, or we'll fuck you up.
Hey, tonight was, according to me, if you ask me, an amazing episode. Only because we were able to go way back and reminisce on some cartoons and some good times that we had growing up. Hopefully, you guys got some good insight as to where we're coming from with the show, who we are, as we say, and we're gonna say in every episode coming up. Like, subscribe, comment. Please let us know down in the comments below if there's anything that you guys would like to see.
Or we will find you, hunt you down, and make you push that button.
We will make you pay. But it was a good one, man. We had fun as usual. For Scuba D, this
It
is your
was
boy Pre, and
fantastic.
we're saying good night, man.
Enjoy
Deuces.
it. Yeah,
out.
we're out.
Hey, look up Space Ghost. See if you recognize them.
Space Ghost. Space Ghost. Space Ghost. Dude, this like doesn't look familiar to me.
Not at all, huh?
What year is this?
Oh, I don't
This-
know. Late
It
70s,
said it
early
first.
80s.
It said it first
70s.
appeared in 1966. Bitch, this shit was off the air by the time it made it. in the
Nah, he
80s,
ran
man.
for a minute.
Yeah, it was on there for a while. It was on there for a while.
On where? On what? Telemundo?
I seen Space Ghost.